Good afternoon. This is the team league between Exile and Badgerbrock. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Sorry to him if I'm not. Um, and it's between the Exiles for the worldwide winners, or WWW, and um, Brock is for the T-Rexans, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, the game is Black Panther against Tomoe. Brock had the advantage, so he chose to go first. And this, I believe, is the first game that's not one of my games that I'm posting here. It's because they had a little issue with Vorpal, and Brock didn't have TTS, so I hosted for them, but in order to host, I demanded that they let me record it. No, I'm joking. They were the ones that suggested it. So yeah, so it's good to see a game that's not mine. See different types of players and everything, and diversify. And then at the start, Brock double maneuvered as Tomoe, and Exile simply maneuvered and played the scheme. Both of them mulligan, so I guess he didn't have the scheme the first time around, and the second time around he did have it. So he played the scheme first action and first turn, and well, got a witness. Actually, it was funny because he said, "Oh, let me get a witness," just before he revealed one. So that was pretty lucky of him. Also a Kizos, which is a good card. Boost value of 2, which is not that bad. Tomoe has low boost values. And here we forgot to lock. So yeah. So Tomoe maneuvered again. Went into Panther zone to start the aggression. That's why she went first, I think. And Panther is still only 5 cards in hand because he maneuvered and played the scheme. And the scheme is a pass. So in hand advantage, Tomoe started already winning. Let me just say the right things here. I always forget. So yeah, so he started by attacking, and Panther defended with the 3, and it was a worse opponent. I honestly, I don't know. I have to play this matchup more, but I honestly somewhat prefer to get worse opponent instead of Witness. Simply because Wolf Opponent is more versatile for Tomoe, I think, and the boost value has just one difference. Witness is great as well, of course. Yeah, so Wolf Opponent start, dealing 2 damage to Panther. Panther has no heals outside of the Shuri card, which is 2 healing max, so Panther max health this match is 13, because he also took 1 from leaving the zone, and that could be a problem for him. Black Panther can run out of health for sure, especially against auto damage. And Tomoe hits big when she needs to. So we see the second Kizos. First one was stolen, the second one was used for getting in with action gain, which I think it's interesting, and it's good with the initial plan that he was going for of aggression a lot. Problem with facing Panther is that he can have a terrible fatigue game if he has to boost a lot, but otherwise he can steal a lot, and his fatigue game is quite better. She attacked Shuri with a 3, which was a good play, I think, but Exile saw through it and played the feint, and I guess he didn't have any more defense for Shuri afterwards, because he took the next attack, which was a 4. Maybe he was expecting the 2. It's also good value because Tomoe just played a card and he didn't play any, so there's this. So then he attacked with Shuri, and yeah, it was the 3 that steals. Skirmish defended Tomoe, which is good for Tomoe because because she doesn't take damage, but it's 1 skirmish gone and 2 skirmishes gone because the 3 stole a skirmish. Obviously, Tomoe can't cancel Shuri attack, so there's not much that could be done there. And then Panther attacked with the red. Tomoe canceled, dealing 1 damage to Panther from the effect. I'm taking no damage in return, which I think is very good for Tomoe because now, because what I imagined he was trying to do was attack and boost in order to build back his hand. And well, since it was fainted, it didn't happen. We see here that Ancestral Insight to defend against a skirmish on Tomoe's following turn, and then he stole a cancel. Bad boost value, but cancel is good always for Panther to get, so I think that was an okay interaction for him. Then he maneuvered and boosted with the cancel. It's a bad boost value anyway, so he just wanted the card draw, which is good. Sent Shuri away, probably because he wants her scheme later on, and then attacked with Panther. Tomoe with only 2 cards in hand, which getting bad for her. Play the blue defense, which is good. Here, Exile discarded the 1. I quite like the 1. It's one of Panther's most interesting and best cards. Tomoe has some very bad boost values though, so it's not as good. Although, it's always at least a 2 on defense, and you can always boost it afterwards. And Tomoe's big attacks in general have big boost values, and the small attacks have small boost values. The exceptions are Skirmish and the I think it's 5 against 1000, but everything else has a good boost value. So I think it's quite a good defense against Tomoe, but it's understandable that he got rid of this depending on what his hand is at the moment. And then he stole Demon. Demon is an amazing card. If both demons go off, game changes drastically for Tomoe. So stealing 1 is definitely good. It's a free boost value as well, so this also helps Panther's case. And yeah, so Tomoe maneuvered afterwards because her attack didn't go so well. Demon is also something that draws, so that's another point. And then here Panther boosting again, he maneuver again just to draw. Thought about sending Shuri in. I believe he probably had a healing, Shuri healing. That's why he thought about sending her in, but she was low health, so better to avoid it. And then they threw into a 4. All the 4s are going off for Panther, so he's getting a lot of steals. There wasn't a single steal stopped yet, which I think is pretty good for him. And here's the second demon. Panther was getting very good steals this time. Tomoe obviously moved him 1-2 to get the damage off, and then she placed herself next to him. Now they are at least outside of this space where this space here makes so Tomoe has to be adjacent, and she's a range fighter that doesn't care that much about being adjacent, but Panther cares about it because he has to be adjacent to attack. The same thing I like to do when I play Tomoe Golden Bat, which is not a good matchup for Golden Bat, but picking a map that has one of those spots and just staying here, because then at least I get ability. Panther obviously doesn't have ability, but then he doesn't have to boost to reach her, and he can attack her as much as he wants and draw from his boosting. So I think this map was in his favor in that sense, and staying here was a good strategy. But now Tomoe got him out of it and then backed off a bit. She has to rebuild her hand. Panther though, outside of health, is winning in every ahead in fatigue by 15 to 12. Tomoe has 1 pass, but Panther also has 1 pass that steals 2 cards. So unless Shuri dies, he's very ahead in fatigue on Fury. And well, not very ahead because he's at 9 health, and Tomoe has 14. One of her passes healed, so not that ahead, but just in card count, he is ahead. And obviously he will still get some stealings off because she only has 1 cancel, and he still has 2 stealing cards plus the scheme. So it's safe to assume that he will get some scheming off, some stealings off. Sorry. So he interesting he maneuvered and boosted with regroup. Didn't need to boost, but he did it so draw an extra card, which I found interesting because in the Barbarian suit, which is also a 2 boost value, it's the same boost value, so I think I would have boosted with Kizos just to keep my hand up. I talked with him later. He said he didn't want to use the regroups because of the draw and everything. So that's why he did it. I would have go with Kizos just to keep my hand up and have more options, but that was his logic. So Panther went in and attacked, boosted just for the draw and attack, and same interaction again. The red 2 against the cancel, which is a very good interaction in my opinion, because the red 2 is not that strong for Panther. It has its uses, of course, especially when you have some big boost values like this, but it's something you don't mind getting cancelled as much as the red 3 or Wakandas. So now Tomoe is out of cancels because one was stolen and the other 2 went into red 2s. Obviously Panther took 2 damage from this, but it's unavoidable. Tomoe will do that, so I think it was a very nice interaction for Panther. I think he's surely ahead at this point. Tomoe is not out of the game, of course, he can still win, but I think the advantage is with Panther right now. If he can get this team, it's even better. Well, I know if he got this team because I saw the game, the whole game, but yeah, so he boosted with regroup again, still Kizos in the Badgerbrock suit. It's for the reason told me after, but yeah. Still, I that's my way of playing Panther. I like to value game with him, so I would not have boosted with the regroup, but fine. Then he put Shuri there and attacked with the healing. So 1 healing off, which is good, especially if Shuri is at such low health. Then you get at least some value for her, even if you, because sometimes this team is buried. So I like to get some value at least by attacking with the healing. And obviously, Panther healing 1 is good. It offsets at least 1 way. And yeah, I like the healing. Tomoe can kill Shuri, of course, now. She also defended with the blue 2, which is also actually not that bad against Panther, because Panther can hit very hard on occasion, especially if he stole some good boost values. But yeah. Then Tomoe maneuvered. And she attacked, I believe she attacked Panther, yeah. And interaction. Last Insight gone, so Insight is a 4 value defense, which is always good, of course, but I think you prefer it for the steal, because then it's not like defense into a 2 value attack, but he got a 3 value attack out of it, so basically defended 2 attacks. In a way, the way I see it, he basically defended 2 attacks with 1 card, which is better than defending like a worthy opponent, which would, yeah, you only take 1 damage from the worthy opponent, but you don't get a steal. I think this is better. So went off, which is big, I think, for Panther always. He stole the free, which is not the best steal, but it's not bad. It's an attack that Tomoe doesn't get to use, so it's always good. And it's a boost if you need to draw or to reach, and you can reach by 1 or something. So he maneuvered and attacked Tomoe with a feint, which I quite like, because feint doesn't draw, forces Tomoe to defend because she doesn't want to tank a Wakanda or something like that. And in this case, it worked really well because he didn't waste an extra card with the blue defense. So value-wise, it worked well. Of course, now he doesn't have cancels for the Warfield and other stuff that Tomoe has, but I don't think he wants to cancel many things anymore. The red 2s are gone. There's only the Warf opponent, and I think that's fine. That's manageable. Demon is gone, so I think that's completely fine to throw defense and attack here, and it caught the best card I think it could have gotten. So that's pretty good. And there was the 4 into 3. So Panther took 1 damage when drew 1 card. I think fatigue wise, yeah, it's 7 to 9. So Tomoe is kind of had fatigue if you count health, but I don't think it's as bad for Panther. He was going to boost with the 3, but then he realized he doesn't have to because he can boost with just the 1. He can only do 2 damage anyway and do the 2 damage. So that was good for Panther. Then Tomoe attacked. This was obviously the 2, so fully blocked. I would be tempted to take it. Of course, there's always a risk that she attacks with 4 opponent because she's crazy. Especially because Panther doesn't have cancels anymore, so she can always attack with 4 opponent first, then with the red 2. So the 2 is not that bad. It kind of saves you from Warfree opponent because you can boost it, and saves you from this in other occasions. Going back up in hand is good for her. On the other hand, now fatigue is a bit worse, and Panther still has at least he has 3 more ceilings left. If he gets them, he boosted with 2 because he can only do 2 damage again. The minimum value he had on the suit was a 2, so he did it just to get the 2 damage and a draw. I would probably not have boosted to be honest, but that's just me. That's just how I play Panther. I'm not criticizing him. And Tomoe attacked. This feels like a red shoe again. I can't remember what was. Yeah, it was the red shoe again. Defend with the 3 makes sense. Send Tomoe away, and she draws 2 now. She's almost out of cards. Good thing for her is that Panther doesn't get to steal a lot more because she's almost out of cards. I think now, if you have the red 3, you attack with it with Shuri or whatever. Doesn't matter. Just to steal the last card, get a little more value out of her, and out of your stealing cards. Also, she probably wants to defend anything you throw at right now because even 3 damage is 3 damage. So yeah, and she defended with 4 for opponent against a Shuri attack. So she doesn't have really, because I think at this point skirmishes were going. Yeah, she had worthy opponents, Kyuzo, Witness, and the prison shot. So that's the only thing she. So it's either 3 damage or this. Maybe you take the 3 damage, just attack Panther a bit more, but I'm afraid Tomoe doesn't have time to attack Panther that much at this point because she was going to fatigue and she doesn't have that many attacks you can throw at Panther. And unfortunately for her, Panther can survive the next few turns. So yeah, I think Exile did well. He had to get the last kill. I don't know if he had to, but obviously it's very much better for him. Thankfully for him, he had the red 3 at this point. So, and Tomoe maneuver boosted with piercing because piercing just gives damage to her now. And attacked with Witness, or last Witness. But he had the 1. The 1 is great against Witness, you know. It's basically a 5 defense, and then you can boost it. Boosted with the Kizo he just stole to not take damage and drew an extra card. Yeah. And now he attacked. Tomoe defended because 3 plus 4, 7 plus 3, 10. Yeah, he has damage to kill her if she doesn't defend. Then he boosted twice for the damage. So his was a 10 to a 5, so she takes 5 damage. 5 damage over a 5 value defense, it's insane. And then he maneuver because he didn't get his last attack, which I think was I can't quite recall what it was. Did he have any attacks left? Oh, I think he had this Shuri. Yeah, he had one healing. Well, didn't had to the maneuver. She was a Tate, took 5 damage over this, went to 4. Yeah, there was a slight mistake in the calculation of the end because she would die, but she took 1 more damage than she needed to and went to -1. I just changed the end result because the how the thing is logged, because she would be defeated anyway. Didn't change anything on that regard. Just did credits at the end. So yeah, a good game from both of them. Enjoyable to watch. Kind of I don't know. I honestly like Panther. I'm one of the few people who do, but I think if he doesn't steal only the best cards, granted this game he stole many of the best cards. So and he got a lot of stealing. He got 8 stealing off. It's almost the perfect stealing ratio. The perfect thing being, of course, the 10. Didn't get the scheme on time, I believe, but I think that's fine for him. Did he have any other damage cards at this point? I don't know. Had blue. Oh, anyway. Yeah, good game from both sides, and Panther ended up winning, which some people find sad. Not the worldwide winners though. I'm sure they are happy with the result. It was a pleasure to watch the game and to be able to help and to be able to record it. And yeah, that was the game. I hope it was enjoyable, and that's it.